Hello everyone and welcome to another Parking Network video. Today I'm going to be sitting down with Delphine, Tomorrow.Mobility Director, to have a chat about the upcoming Smart City Expo World Congress and Tomorrow Mobility World Congress. Delphine, it's a pleasure to be speaking to you again. Thank you for joining.
Hey Manoj, nice to meet you again, yes.
And for the audience that might not know or might not have watched the previous interview, could you please introduce the events?
Yes, of course. We're going to celebrate the 12th edition of Smart City Expo World Congress. It will take place in Barcelona from the 7th to the 9th of November. Smart City Expo World Congress is the biggest event in the world for smart cities. And within the framework of smart cities, we are celebrating the third edition of Tomorrow Mobility. And Tomorrow Mobility will focus on urban mobility and how to accelerate intelligent and sustainable urban mobility.
The events are happening soon. How are things looking for this year's edition?
Yeah, we are really excited, Manoj, because it's going to be a record-breaking edition. It's going to be the biggest edition ever. We are expecting in November more than 25,000 people coming from more than 140 countries. There, the representation of more than 800 cities from all around the world. We're going to have more than 1,000 exhibitors exhibiting in the exhibition area. We're going to have more than 600 speakers providing, interesting Congress sessions. So it's going to be a big edition where all the ecosystem will be there of urban mobility. We're going to have a big exhibition zone with 2 pavilions. We're going to have pavilions from Asia, from important countries from Asia, from Japan, for instance, from Malaysia. China is coming back as well. So we definitely leave, the pandemic behind, and we're going to celebrate a worldwide event and the biggest event ever in Barcelona.
That's really exciting news. Could you tell us a bit on the changes that have been made for this year?
Of course. This year it's going to be an amazing edition in the sense that we're going to have we are expecting the participation of more than 50 mayors coming from all around the world. We are working closely with cities networks such as Eurocities or C40s or Impacts that are helping us to bring, the high-level representatives from the policy and the regulation. So we're going to have a lot of representation with mayors from all around the world. So this is something new, for this year. We're going to focus as well on all the innovation ecosystem. We have worked a lot on an innovation zone, bringing together more than 100 startups, providing high-level content regarding innovation, bringing together investors, big corporations, and startups to work together and to showcase some disruptive and innovative solutions for urban mobility. So it's going to be quite new as well. And we are launching a new brand within the framework of Smart City Expo World Congress called Tomorrow Building, focusing on the transition, the green and sustainable transition for buildings and urban infrastructures. So these are mainly what's going to be new this year.
So you mentioned high-level content. Could you expand on that? Are there perhaps interesting keynotes that the audience can expect to see?
Exactly. So we're going to have a lot of different Congress rooms. We're going to have specifically 13 sessions focused on urban mobility. We're going to talk about climate adaptation, matching between funding and entrepreneurships. We're going to talk about policy and innovation, mobility data, sustainable urban logistics, and public transport, the transition as well to electric mobility, autonomous mobility, waterways. I mean, a lot of different super interesting topics. And to talk about that, we're going to have more than 100 speakers focused on urban mobility. But I would like to highlight, some of our keynotes that have already confirmed their participation. and they are going to provide some really inspiring speeches at the event. We're going to have Timothy Papandreou, who is founder and CEO of Emerging Transport Advisors. He's basically a visionary and thought leader on the future of transportation and automation. He's as well ex-CIO of the city of San Francisco, and it's a key strategic advisor to companies and governments such as Google X, Waymo. He's also founder of Startups Accelerator, so it's going to provide like a really super inspiring keynote speech, and he has these multi-visions, from the public sector, the private sectors, and the innovation with all the startups issues as well. So it's going to be one of our keynote speakers. We're going to have as well the participation of Celeta Reynolds. I don't know if you know her, but she's the Chief Innovation Officer at the Los Angeles County Metropolitan Transportation Authority. And we're going to have as well Karim Adeli, who is the chair of the Committee on Transport and Tourism at the at the European Parliament. So it's just to name a few, but it's going to be a really, really interesting content running during those 3 days, and with high-level keynote speakers. Just to mention, Manoj, what we are trying to do within this conversation is to have a mix between the vision of the public sectors with participation of cities or local or regional or national governments, with the private sectors, with the academic sectors, as well as the innovation ecosystem. So we are mixing all these different visions, and we are providing some super interesting sessions for the attendees.
Really sounds like something that should not be missed. Could you tell us a bit on who these events are directed towards, and how do people still go about registering for these events?
Yeah, of course. So as I was mentioning, the objective of the event to bring together, the whole ecosystem of urban mobility. So we're going to have some big multinational companies there exhibiting at the event, but we are also going to have the participation of SMEs and startups. From the private sectors, we will then have the participation of local, regional, and national governments in order to provide the vision from the public sector and to provide, a vision of how the regulation and policies are being developed. And then we have, the representation of the academic world as well, with some international renowned experts from universities or research centers, for instance. And then, of course, we bring together as well all the innovation ecosystem with startups and innovation centers and so on. So mainly, if you are working in the sector of urban mobility and you are from the private sector, the innovation ecosystem, or the public sector, you are more than welcome during those 3 days at the event. And the simplest way to register, you can register on site, but you can also buy the different tickets, through our web page, www.tomorrow.mobility.com. So this is the easiest way to register. And you're going to find some different passes, one to attend, both events, Smart City and Tomorrow Mobility, and to attend to the different Congress sessions. Then you have a specific pass for Tomorrow Mobility in order to attend the Congress session specific to mobility. And then you're going to have an exhibition pass if you only want to attend the expo mainly, and you are not so interested in the content. So with different prices, you have different opportunities to attend.
Delphine, thank you again for joining me today. It was a pleasure to learn more about these events. And we at Parking Network wish you all the best on the biggest Smart City Expo World Congress and Tomorrow Mobility World Congress.
Thank you very much, Manoj. We are all waiting for you in Barcelona next November. It's going to be a great event. You definitely have to be there. Thank you for your support.
Look forward to seeing you there.
Bye-bye.
And to the audience, thank you as well for watching today. And for up-to-date industry news, head on over to parking.net, and we'll catch you again on the next video.